Welcome folks to my predictions for FIFA Men's World Cup Qatar 2022 Group A. In this video I'll give my analysis on the four teams in the group and make a prediction at the end as to which two teams will go through to the round of 16. Now this is one of approximately 420,000 prediction videos currently circulating on YouTube. Hopefully in this one you'll find something different that will help you make some choices yourself as to which teams will make it. So without further ado, let's get underway, and we'll start off the group with having a look at the hosts, Qatar. Qatar qualify automatically as hosts, and this is their first ever World Cup, and the question is, how will a country with a population under 3 million, the size of Yorkshire, do on the world stage? Very interesting squad for a number of reasons. Firstly, the entire player roster from just one domestic league, their own, all 26 players playing in the Qatari league, and in fact 13 of them just from one club, Al Sadd. They're coached by former Barcelona youth manager Felix Sanchez, who joined the Qatari setup back in 2006. Moving up through the ranks, promoted to under 17s, under 23s, and then finally the men's senior side. There's a sense of togetherness, familiarity and unity in the Qatari team. Will that be enough to be competitive? There is a case for Qatar. They did manage to beat Bulgaria in a friendly earlier this year, and in their last run out they drew 2-2 with a near full strength Chile side. They're facing Ecuador in the tournament opener. There is some history there as well, and in fact just one other game between the two teams was in 2018 after the last World Cup, with Qatar running out 4-3 winners in a friendly. Now there's no standout player in the Qatari team. They tend to play possession-based football in midfield and break with pace. The point man looks to be Almoez Ali, Sudanese-born striker, who has a pretty good goal-scoring record. Let's see how they do. I don't think they'll be pushovers, and my prediction will be later in the video. Plucky Ecuador surprised a few pundits by qualifying for this World Cup ahead of Chile, Colombia and Peru, but here they are. It's their fourth appearance, with the best performance of the round of 16 back in 2006. In 2018, they didn't qualify. Familiar names in the Ecuadorian team: Enner Valencia, captain and striker, former West Ham and Everton striker. Beyond him, Moises Caicedo in midfield, one of a trio of Brighton players in the Ecuadorian squad. What do we expect from them play-wise? How are they going to play? Well, if you love a good block shot, if you're a big fan of the midfield dispossession and you adore seeing the opposition playmaker completely shut down, Ecuador could be the team for you. Also, if you're feeling a bit nostalgic about Stoke City under Tony Pulis, Ecuador will be the team to watch. We're not going to see a goal fest. In fact, the last three runouts for Ecuador were 0-0 draws leading up to the tournament. Saudi Arabia, Japan and Iraq, the opposition. In fact, if we go further back, the last 6 games featuring Ecuador have only featured 2 goals, both scored by them. They'll play very tight. Expect some nerves against Qatar in the first match. Then they will park the mother of all buses against the Netherlands in the second game. Then the final match is when we'll really see Ecuador start to play against Senegal. Hopefully it's not too late by then. How will they do? Well, they're going to be pretty strong in the group. They will keep things tight and organised. Will they go through well? We'll see. My opinion on that later in the video. But good luck to Ecuador. Senegal head into the tournament as arguably the best of the 5 African sides, and in fact current African champions. Qualified through the playoffs, knocking out Mo Salah's Egypt in the process. It's their 3rd World Cup, best performance of quarterfinals on debut in 2002. Last time out they were very unlucky to miss the second round, going out for the first time on the fair play rule. A few too many yellow cards. for Senegal in that one. When we think of Senegal, the first thing that springs to mind is Sadio Mane. He'll be there, the former Liverpool striker, now with Bayern Munich. There are a few other familiar names too. Edouard Mendy, the goalkeeper, Kalidou Koulibaly. In defence, 2 regular starters for Chelsea. Also, Ismaila Sarr, the Watford midfielder, likely to start for Senegal. They're coached by Aliou Cisse. If you watched the last World Cup, you'll be familiar with him, the dreadlocked manager. He's been at the helm for 7 years, so a lot of stability and familiarity in the Senegal lineup. So, and he will be the coolest dude, either playing or coaching at the 2022 World Cup. How will Senegal do? Probably fairly well. They have the Netherlands first up, followed by a match with Qatar and a winner-takes-all final group game against Ecuador, which could be very interesting. My tips later on where they will finish in the group, but they will certainly be very, very competitive. On to the Netherlands, the standout team in Group A, FIFA world ranking of 8th. It's their 11th appearance at the World Cup, and the question, as it always is, can the Netherlands shake the unwanted tag of bridesmaids? 3 times finalists, never a bride. Could this be the tournament when they finally lift the trophy? Well, they didn't qualify in 2018, and it looked like it was heading that way for this tournament too, but a change of manager brought a change of fortune, and Louis van Gaal coming in and turning the team around. 15 games unbeaten now, and some very impressive results in that run, including a 4-1 thrashing of tournament favourites Belgium earlier this year. Some indifferent form in Europe for some of the star players. Memphis Depay, Frankie de Jong not getting a lot of game time with Barcelona. Virgil van Dijk having some troubles of his own in the Liverpool defence. Having said that, Memphis Depay did top goal scoring and assists in European qualifying. So for the national team, things are looking rosy. Jeremy Frimpong in the Bayer Leverkusen defence, 5 goals. He'll be key as well. Burnley fans will note with some curiosity that Wout Weghorst has made the Dutch squad. He'll be hoping to improve on his 2 goals in 20 appearances for the Clarets last season. How will the Netherlands do? Well, they've got a big match in the tournament opener for them against Senegal first up. They have later games against Qatar and Ecuador. Very strong in the group. How far will they go in the tournament? We shall see very shortly. So here we have our lineup for Group A: Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal and the Netherlands. You've seen my analysis for each of the 4 teams, and I think I'm going to go for the Netherlands to top the group. And in perhaps a bit of a surprise, we'll go for Qatar to finish in 2nd spot. Well, that's a wrap. That just about does it. Good luck to all 4 teams in Group A, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.